Hello everybody, welcome to our live stream this afternoon. We are happy to have you here. Looks like we have a few people that have already joined, so thank you so much for joining and tuning into our little live stream. We've got lots of fun things here today. We have kind of a theme of batiks and batik kits. We have some other things as well, but we thought it would be fun to do kind of like a little specific time on these beautiful batik kits that we have. So before we get into that and all of those lovely kits and fabrics, we have quite a few books to show you. So one of the things that we love selling here in our store and looking through and finding awesome patterns are all of these wonderful books. So starting off, we have this tantalizing table runner book. You've got lots and lots of different patterns throughout this whole thing. And as you can see right underneath here, we've got the kit available that goes with the cover table runner. So we've got that one just on here. And it comes in a little kit like this. So you get the whole book, not just the one pattern. You get this whole thing and then all of these gorgeous batiks as well. And I think we did a lovely job at curating the fabric pole for this one. It's just a lovely gradient of these really gorgeous watery blues. And you've got this wonderful little pop of green in here as well. And then this lovely jade color as your accent. So the kit is beautiful and the book itself is really fun. You've got lots and lots of things to choose from here. So that is a wonderful book. Highly recommend this one for sure. And then next up, we have the Table-tastic 3 book. We also have a kit available for this one. It's the Kingston Table Runner Kit. That one is made using the Ruby Star Society fabric, the Elixir collection. So that one's really fun. Same thing as the last kit. This one, you get the whole book. So not just the one pattern, the Kingston pattern, but you get all of the amazing patterns and table toppers in this book as well. So it's definitely an awesome purchase because it's not just the one-time kit. You get to do the kit and then all of the patterns in the book too. So that is super duper fun. Okay, next up, this is personally one of my favorite books that we've gotten in a while for a couple reasons. First off, the whole thing is based off of the idea that you can use 2 fat quarters of fabric plus, a few other materials to do all of these different bags, which is a really cool idea. But aside from that, there are some wonderful little things to help you. This is a great book if you're getting into sewing and you want to try a few different things, because it doesn't just jump right into all these patterns. It kind of gives you the starting tools that you need before you even go to sewing. So in the beginning, you've got all of the information, like what tools you need. And then the best part for me is that it has a whole section on techniques. So you can go through here and learn all of the techniques that you're going to be using in the book before you just jump into the pattern, which is really great if you're unsure, you're not, a very experienced sewer. So that is one of the really nice things about this book. Aside from that, it's just got some really, really fun patterns and bags that you can make. There are so many cute different little projects in here. So this book is really cool. I'm definitely gonna have to get one myself because I could always, use some practice on all these techniques too. Plus you get really cute finished products. Okay, next up, this one is the T-Shirt Quilts Made Easy. We, at our store location, we're located in Spokane Valley, Washington. We have a whole storefront. We're not just an online thing. We have fabric, notions, sewing machines, and we also do classes. And one of the things that is the most popular is our T-shirt quilting class. This is the book that we use in that class. So it has all of the beginning information that you need to start the T-shirt quilts. And they've been super popular in the past few years. So I always point this one out to anybody who's considering doing a T-shirt quilt because it's got all of that wonderful information in there. So everything that you need, different ways to cut the T-shirts, layouts, and then it also has some different patterns in here as well. So you can kind of, if you don't want to do everything yourself and make it super duper custom, and you know, say you have a bunch of T-shirts and you don't really want to try to figure all that out, it's like a little puzzle. You can just choose one of the pre-made patterns that they have in here and work around it, which is really cool. Okay, so there's that one. Next up, again, if you want something, you know, to help you along, you don't want a super complicated project, we have lots of panels here, and we always love suggesting this book because some people think patterns or panels are really beautiful, but they don't know what to do with them. So we always like to suggest this book because it's got lots of different quilts in here and different ways to use different types of panels. So you've got block panels, you've got large scale panels where it's kind of the focal point of the whole quilt, and then just some borders, and then some other ones that show you different ways to incorporate other size panels as well. So this one is really awesome too. Okay, and last but not least, we've got this lovely book here. This one has been very popular. It's really high demand right now. This is the Barn Star Sampler, and this one is really amazing because it gives you instructions for, it's kind of put together like a block of the month if you've ever done one of those before. You do each, it shows you how to put together each block individually and then how to put the whole thing together to make the whole quilt. But not only that, it gives you that, but then it also gives you different ways to use each block in different quilts, which is, I think, really unique and really nice because then it gives you a way to use all of the rest of the blocks, not just this one project. So if you go through here, you can see in the very beginning it has the main quilt here, the Barn Star Sampler. But then, so you go through, you have each block that you put together, and then towards the end of the book, you have all of these other really cute ways to use the blocks, which I think is just a really neat way to do it. You can see this one here, they put it into a little table runner. So yeah, this one has just been, I've been seeing it all over the internet, and lots of people are using it. So we definitely wanted to get our hands on one too. Very, very cool. So there's that one. Okay, and now we are going to move on to some of our kits and fabrics and other things that we have. And I'll just mention also that if you have any questions, I do have all of you guys right here so that I can see. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll be keeping an eye out for them. Okay, so first up, let's go through some of our bags. We love different bags here. So first off, we've got this one here. This is the Lola crossbody. And while we do have kits for pretty much all of these, we should also have the pattern as well if you're wanting to do pick different fabrics than what we've chosen. So like for example here, we chose some gorgeous cork right here, and then this fabric for the outside exterior is Firefly by Ruby Star Society, and on the inside we've also got that wonderful light blue on a cream background in that tulip print. So super nice because you've got little pocket divider in there and then a nice little inset zipper. This is where that book that we showed at the beginning would come in handy, the 2 Fat Quarter book, because it shows you how to do this inset zipper. So that one is really nice because it teaches you how to do that. But this bag is gorgeous. We have the cork as the handle as well, which is nice because it's a little more durable. It's not going to wear the same as fabric will. So that's why we've got it on the bottom and for the straps. So this one is super cute. Love that it has a little top zipper as well. So here is the kit. You can see we've got the cork in there. We've got all of the stabilizer that you need, and then the fabric and the pattern. And we do have the pattern listed if you want to choose different fabrics. But I think this one is adorable because it's got this cute little metallic pop on there too. So that makes it kind of unique. Okay. Next up, we have one of my favorites. This one, we always have one of these in our store for kits. It's just a simple tote bag. It's super easy to put together, definitely a beginner-friendly pattern, but it teaches you some very important skills. So you've got the boxed corners, so it gives you a nice little bag look. And the fun thing about this one too is it's reversible. So if you wanted to flip it to the other side and use it this way, you could do that. And this one again has that little metallic gold, which is really adorable. And that one comes in just like a cute little kit like this. We've got the canvas, cotton canvas on the outside, so it's a little sturdier. This one is one of the Rifle Paper Company designs. They work with cotton and steel. So we've got that on the outside and then a cotton lining. I believe this one is also made by Rifle Paper Company. And this one's just super easy to put together. We love doing these ones as little shopping totes or just bring it along as a little beach bag, just an everyday bag to carry around. I also love this as a project if you're teaching kids to sew because it's really easy to put together and then they can use it for whatever they want. So this one is really neat. Okay, moving on to the next one. Our store does a bag of the month every month. So we put a new bag out at the beginning on the first of every month. And this month for July, it's this adorable patchy tote. So you can see it's got this patchwork front cover, which is very trendy right now. And it's actually a usable pocket, which is nice. And then on the inside, we just have a cute little fold in here so you can put your phone or your wallet. The nice thing about this bag is it does have a fusible fleece as the lining, so it's a little bit sturdier of a bag, so that's why it has a really nice shape to it. It's also nice because it's big enough that you can put lots of stuff in it. I think you could get beach towel in here, you could get snacks, water bottle, extra set of clothes. This one we did to kind of be like a beachy theme, so you could bring it to the lake, the beach, wherever you're at, and it's super cute. So we have the kit available. that's this one right here. This one mainly uses the main body of the bag is made using the Sparks by Ruby Star Society, and then all of the patchwork is made from the Capri line from Art Gallery fabric. So that's this one. We also have it in another version. So that's this one right here. And this one uses mainly Art Gallery fabrics as well. The inside, or I'm sorry, the body of the bag, so the exterior of the bag is this print here. This one is from Art Gallery. I believe it was a part of the Dusk line. And then for the patchy part of the bag, we have all of these fabrics. And these are from the Periwinkle line by Art Gallery Fabrics. So very bright. I would say it's more of a modern color scheme for sure, but very bright and fun. So you can choose which of the options you like better, and you can go with whichever color palette suits you, which is pretty cool. Okay, so if you look in our shop store, you should see the 2 different versions of this kit, so you can pick which one you like better. Scooch those out of the way. Okay, and this one I would say is kind of a step up from the last bag that we showed you. The last one is very simple, throw it together really quickly. This one is still easy, but it has some extra steps to it. So like the patchwork front, and it's also set on point, so you can see all of these squares are at a diagonal, so a little bit different. And then the bag itself is actually quilted too, so you can see we did all of this gorgeous quilting on the bag, so another little extra step. So if you want something a little more complicated than just a regular tote bag, this is definitely the one for you. Okay, and moving on to our last bag here. This one is super fun. We're getting into more of the holiday season here at the store. We always like to put things out a little bit sooner so that people have time to finish their projects by the time the holiday rolls around. So this one here is the Bubba Bowling Bag. What we did was we pulled the, it was an Art Gallery panel from the Spooky and Sweet line, and it had this little part on the panel, and then it had this main part on the panel too. So we used that as the fronts of the bag. So this side you can see it's just the whole panel. We had enough to do the whole width and length. And this side we did a little extra piecing, which I actually think makes it even more special. So you have the little potion bottles all lined up there with the little I put a spell on you like thought bubble, which is really cute. And we just pieced it with the other fabric we used as the exterior of the bag. And we used their special star print that is in the same fabric line as this one. We have it in the charcoal and the purple. Has some little piping around the edges. It's got some hardware on there, which makes it look a little more sophisticated, which is nice. It's got these the little feet on the bottom as well. So it's a very cool bag. We've got kits available for this one. This one looks like this. We also have the pattern available separately also, so if you just want the pattern, you can do that. Maybe if you want to make it in some non-holiday themed fabric, you could do just the pattern, but I really am a big fan of this bag in these fabrics, so this is a super fun project. Definitely for maybe more of a experienced sewer, because it's got some different more complex bag elements. But I think if anybody who wants to just go for it, I support you. Okay, so there's that one. So we'll move on to some of our other little kits that we have right now. Now this one that I'm about to show you just came in this morning, so it's very new. So if anybody wants a exclusive, this is the brand new Ombre Flurries quilt from Moda. V&Co, who is a fabric designer, they do lots of ombre prints. They just came out with a brand new line. So it's the typical ombre, and then they did a beautiful metallic gold snowflake. And that's what this whole thing is made up of. So you can see really well on the border here where it kind of goes from dark to light, back to dark, so that gorgeous ombre. A white background with the gold metallic snowflakes. And then each of these trees, you can see, uses that same fabric. So this one is going to be really fun. We're going to have a sample here in our store, and it's just really beautiful. We've always been a fan of the ombre fabrics. We're going to get them in yardage here in our store, but we just got these kits in and we are super excited. I love when they come in the box like this because you can keep it all together and keep it all organized. So this one is awesome. You can see another view of it. So the finished size is 52 by 61, so that's a nice throw size quilt. Would definitely be a very beautiful quilt to have up around the holidays. Okay, and like I said, these just came in today, so I have a feeling they're going to go pretty fast. We just put a few out on the floor and they're already gaining interest, so now is kind of your time to get a head start on these ones before they start selling out. So definitely think about this one. Okay, next up we have, and this is where we kind of get more into our batik features of the live stream. So we showed you this beautiful table runner. This one had a kit. And then one of our other quilts that's been very popular is this Under the Sea quilt, which has some applique elements to it. So you can see on here, it's all of the different sea creatures and all of the individual creatures are all applique on there. Now we did this whole thing in batiks, so lots of beautiful movement. It has more of an under the sea feel because of that hand dyed look. So I think we did a really beautiful job at choosing all of the different fabrics. And then we also have just the pattern available. If you did want to choose all of those fabrics yourself, you could definitely do that. I definitely highly recommend the kit because there are lots of different colors, and we, like I said, put a lot of thought into each individual fabric and made sure it was cohesive and in the same color scheme as the ones you see here. So yeah, definitely highly recommend this kit. Okay. Next up, we have this lovely quilt right here. This one is all in these gorgeous earthy tones, kind of with that mossy green, and then all of these gorgeous warm tones. And I'll hold this one up in a minute so you can see what the whole thing looks like, but we'll show you the kit first. So this one here is the kit, so you can see it's just a cute little bundle. This right here, one of our favorite things are these postcard patterns from Villa Rosa. They're amazing. You've got just the one piece of, it looks like a little postcard. That's why we kind of gave them that little nickname. So you can see that's what the whole thing looks like. It's got this cool chevron look to it. And this one I would recommend for beginners too. Even beginners could do it because it's basically just corner piecing, kind of like half square triangles. And then all of the instructions you need are just right there on the back. So really quick and easy. It uses fat quarters. You can see we've put together this bundle of all of these really unique fat quarters. Lots of different batiks, so that's why it's got such wonderful texture to the whole quilt. And then our accent is this gorgeous watercolory green. And it comes with the pattern in here. And as you can see here, we've got some other patterns sold separately, so you could get just the pattern. These ones are awesome because I use them a lot for really quick, like if you're doing baby quilts, for baby showers or weddings or birthdays. They go together super quickly and they're just great to have on hand, so that's why we love these ones. We also have some really gorgeous pre-cuts to show you. So we've got these here in these different colors. These are Hoffman batiks. We had a special event here at our store location. One of our fabric reps came and did a little presentation on all of their batiks, the Hoffman batiks. So they have a wonderful process in creating these. So it's very neat. These gorgeous colorways. We've also got a few different layer cakes. So as you can see here, this is a part of their sort of polka dot basic in these beautiful soft tones. We also have it in these really, really pretty bright poppy colors. And then the next one we have here is super fun. This one is Midnight Magic. This one is from Banyan Batiks, which is by Northcott. It's all Halloween themed batiks. So if you're into Halloween and you also love batiks, this is the perfect fabric for you. So very fun. And then next up here, we're getting ready to go onto our floor for a little bit so it can kind of give you an idea of what our store location looks like. We like to show it off to give you an idea of what we've got going on here. So I'm going to show you a couple of the quilts now that we're going to show you on the floor so you can see what the kit looks like as well. So we have this one here. This is the Urban Deco Vintage Spirit Quilt. You can get a little sneak peek of what it looks like. It's kind of like a modern take on a log cabin with the sort of building on the block look. And something that makes this one super special is all of these fabrics are also batiks. So they're patriotic colors and prints, but they have, they're all hand dyed, which is really cool. So got the stars, got some lovely blenders. This eagle one is really neat. It's even got like this ombre effect in there. The basic watercolor red. And then this beautiful watercolor look with the stars printed on top too. It's just amazing how they can do this so precisely. It's amazing. So we've only got a few of these left. I think everyone was really drawn to the fact that they were batiks, which is different than kind of your average patriotic fabric, so people are really drawn to it. So we're almost out of these ones, so if you want to get your hands on one, you got to do it now, or else it's probably going to be gone by the next time we do a live. So we'll go out and take a look at what that sample looks like so you can see it to scale to see what size sort of finish is at. So there's that one. And then next up, we've got this one here. This is the Kitten Around pattern by Pen and Paper Patterns. We love a lot of their patterns. We have their Book Nook pattern, which is on our page as well. That has all of the stacked books. And then we did all of this one all in our own chosen fabrics. They're all batiks and they are really gorgeous. So when we go onto the floor, I'll show you that one as well, so you can see the different colors that we used for this one. So this one is really cute. Fabrics are very unique and we love the different color palette too. So definitely excited to show this one off also. Okay. So I'm gonna hold this this Crossroads quilt up now so you can kind of see what it looks like to scale, so you can see the print and the overall pattern. Okay. This one is a really nice throw quilt. I think it'd be perfect if you had it on the back of your couch. You could cuddle up and get cozy in it. So this is the pattern. So you can see it's got that chevron effect going. And you can see all of those gorgeous earthy batiks. Definitely has kind of like a rainforest feel going on. The quilting that they did on this one is really nice too. It's got the gorgeous sort of leaves on there, which is pretty cool, but you could do whatever you like. And we did a nice flannel as the backing as well. So it's a really nice size. So if you were to get just the pattern too, you could do lots of different things, because like I said, it's a nice throw, so you could do it on your couch, or it would even be nice in some kids' prints. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab my phone here in case anybody has any questions, and we're gonna head out onto the floor to check those quilts that I was showing off. Okay, so we're just gonna head on right out here. The first one is going to be just right up here. We have it hanging in our store, right on the wall so that everybody can see it. So this is the full scale, so you can see it's mainly just the half square triangles and sort of like that sort of modern log cabin block. So pretty easy to put together. Then it's just got a couple borders, so it goes pretty quickly. So that is the first one that we were showing off, and then you can kind of see the rest of our store. We've got all of our samples hanging up so that people can get an idea of what the quilt looks like when it's finished, because sometimes you like to see the finished product to get an idea of what it's going to be like. Okay, now we're going to walk around this way to show you the next quilt, which is going to be the Kitten Around quilt. So it's just hanging up right above our little kids corner that we have. So it's hanging up just right up here. You can see we kind of have a cute little, we tried to go with sort of actual cat-like colors. So you've got your tabby, and we've got a cute little ginger cat as well. And then some other cute little pops of color. So like that green, and you can see you've got that nice rich plum color. So that one is pretty cool. It's definitely got more piecing going on, but it's not too big of a quilt. So, you know, each one of those cats is its own block, so you could kind of just work on one little cat at a time. So that one is very cute. We love that one, and like I said, that one is all in batiks, so it's pretty pretty unique in that way. And we should have that pattern listed on there as well if you just want to do the pattern, but we will check on that just to be sure. Okay, well, we'll check on, it looks like maybe we don't have just the pattern, but we will check on that and maybe add it to our store. Okay, we'll just give you another sneak peek, just a cute little look around at the rest of our store. So if you've never been here before, we've got lots of fabric and notions, and we've got all sorts of sewing machines too. We carry Bernina, we carry Pfaff, we carry Brother and Baby Lock, Janome, and we have quite a few long arms as well. So you can kind of see we've got lots of stuff going on here. So if you're ever in the Spokane Valley area, you should definitely stop by and say hi. Okay, and we'll go ahead and head back to our little room that we've got here to show you a couple more things. One thing that I want you to keep an eye out for is, I'll show you this one on the floor. We've got the Roadside Harvest quilt up there. That one is the one with the cute little trucks and pumpkins and the leaves. So that one, we've only got a few of those left. So I'm going to show you what the kit itself looks like. That one uses the Cozy Up line by Corey Dantini, which is one of our favorite lines that's come out recently. It's got the checks, it's got cute little floral prints, so it's just a very adorable fall theme. So that one is very fun. So I'll show you what the quilt looks like. Okay. So that quilt is, the kit is right here. It ends up being a pretty decent size. So it's definitely a bigger kit, but it is just adorable. Like I said, we love the fabric line, but it's not going to be in the store too much longer, I don't think. So if it's one that you feel you just need, you should definitely get it now because we only have a couple left. And it really goes together very nicely. Okay. So there's that one. Okay, and I see Renita, hopefully I'm saying your name right, is going to be coming into the store soon. We're happy to have you come in. We look forward to seeing you. Okay, and the last thing I will show you, we just put these together. We put them all together ourselves here in the store, is this really neat little beginning quilting kit. So inside here, you've got everything that we think you need to start your quilting journey. So you've got some of the main items that you need. It comes in this cute little clear bag, which will work great for a project bag. We love to have the clear ones so you can see right into it and see what you're working on, so it doesn't get just shoved in a corner and forgotten about. And then inside, we have a cutting mat here, which is a must-have, along with a ruler to cut the fabric and your own little rotary cutter too. And then we've just got also a few other little notions, some wonder clips, which I love. I use them for so many different things, piecing, binding, quilting, lots of different ways to use those. We've got a little sewing gauge there, because we all know if you're a quilter, your 1/4 inch is very important. Got a cute little pin cushion. Everyone needs a little tomato pin cushion. I feel like if you're into sewing, you at least in some point in your life have to have one of these little guys. We've got a friction pen, which is a must-have for us. It's a heat erasable pen, so you can mark on whatever you're working on and use your iron to just go right over it, and it'll erase when you apply heat. We've got a couple other things. So we've got some little flower pins that you're gonna need if you're piecing anything. And while most people don't want one, we all need one, a seam ripper. So it's really got everything that you need to start it out. And this is very practical. We put a lot of thought into things that you actually will need to start quilting. So everything that you see here, you will use. And like I said, it comes in this neat little bag here. So you can throw whatever you need in there. So let's say you've got this kit that we've seen. You can just throw that little guy in there too, and it's all ready to go, and you've got your first project. So, and then once you start cutting it too, you'll be able to see it through that clear bag. So this is a very neat thing that we just started selling, and hopefully people will get a lot of use out of theirs. Okay, well there we go. Okay, we've gone through, it looks like, pretty much everything that we have for you here today. We've got lots of fun projects. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all of these wonderful kits and patterns and books that we did today. Again, my favorite for a while definitely has to be this Take Two, this Fat Quarters bag and purses book. I think I forgot to mention earlier, but all of the templates that you need are in this nice little folded part of the back of the book. So it's got all of those in there too. So this one's definitely a good one to have. Okay, and we will be back. We're planning on doing these every Wednesday at 4 p.m. So tune in every week. You can get reminders if you go onto our page and click follow. You can get little notifications on when we're going to be doing our next live, which is very helpful. So if you want to tune back in, that would be fantastic. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I think we are all done for this little live stream. If anybody has any last minute questions, we can get those in now. Otherwise, we will be, like I said, back here on Wednesday. We do Facebook Lives as well, so you can go onto Facebook and follow us there. We do a similar live stream. It's all out on the floor where we were earlier, and we go through all of our new fabric collections. So again, maybe if you live closer and you come into the store, you can buy yardage as well. So you can follow us on there. But otherwise, thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you next Wednesday at 4 p.m.